Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day 28 of our favorite female-fronted bands of all time. That's right, we've been counting down each and every day here this month in November 2022. Our favorite 30 bands that feature a female out front singing, leading the band. Maybe more than one, right? We've had a couple instances where there have been more than one in the band. And we're nearing the end of the month before we move into my favorite albums, my top 31 albums of 2022. That's going to start on December 1st, but we've got a bit of business here first. We've got to get through the end of this topic here. We've got two more bands after today. I'll give you my honorable mentions, then we'll move into albums of the year. Today we're going to take a look at a band. I love this band a lot, and it's funny because up until their most recent album, this was never a female-fronted band before, right? But they have switched gears. They now have a very, very, very talented lady out front doing all the vocals for them. She appeared on their last album. She's going to be on their new one, which I think now is coming out early 2023. The band is from Sweden, Siena Root. Okay, the album that features the wonderful Zubaida Solid, I believe that's how she says her name, is The Secret of Our Time. Okay, and there they are in the back. I know you can't really see that, but she is actually right here down in the bottom. If you can see that, she's right there, alongside lots of other musicians who worked on this particular album. But apparently the lineup of the band as of right now, and I believe will be working on and featured on their new album coming out in just a couple months, Revelation, is Sam Riffer on bass, Love Forsberg on percussion, drums, Zubaida Solid, like I mentioned, on vocals and organ, and Johan Borgström, the great Johan Borgström, on guitar. That is the current lineup of the band. So, the music of Siena Root hasn't changed all that much through the years. They've got a whole bunch of albums, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 10 albums, maybe, thereabouts, maybe a little bit longer. A New Day Dawning was their debut album in 2004. They've got Kaleidoscope 2006, Far From the Sun 2008, Different Realities 2009. You've got a couple live albums. You got Pioneers, which came out in 2014. You got A Dream of Lasting Peace from 2017. Then, of course, The Secret of Our Time was 2020. And now the new one, Revelation, is coming out in just a couple of months. And basically, this band is a terrific throwback 70s hard rock, blues rock, psychedelic rock, classic rock. They have elements of prog in their music. Some of the earlier albums have this kind of little like doomy thing going on from time to time, but for the most part, they're just a great 70s inspired bluesy hard rock band. That's what they're all about. Now that they've got her on vocals, right? Now that they've got Zubaida on vocals, there's this kind of, she's got this I don't know. There's this kind of like Grace Slick, Janis Joplin thing going on in their music. She's got a lovely voice, but her voice is a total throwback to like the great female singers of the psychedelic era of the 60s and 70s. And it just makes their music even more groovy, even more interesting. Think like, there's always like a strong like Grand Funk Railroad thing going on in Siena Root's music for me. The organ adds a little Deep Purple thing. They got these great bluesy rock licks, and just a really good band that has just, their music is just so when you listen to it, you just want to hear more of it. And it's like it rocks, but it's groovy. It's got this element of psychedelia, and just great choruses, great guitar licks. The instrumentation is always really good. I love these guys. I think Siena Root is great. And then, it's funny because when they, after all those other albums, when all of a sudden this album came out, and now all of a sudden you got female vocals, I was like, at first I was like, oh, that's different. But then it's like, oh, but that's different, but in a really good way. So I'm really, really interested to see what the new album sounds like, because I think on this album you had the two singers. So you had Zubaida on lead vocals along with Lisa Lyston. So you had the two female singers working together. And they both worked really well together. But now I'm really interested to hear what the band sounds like with her all by herself with the rest of the guys. So Siena Root is my pick for today. A dynamite band. Don't sleep on this band at all, because I think this band should appeal to just about anybody. If you like 70s rock it'll appeal to you. If you like kind of bluesy hard rock, it'll appeal to you. If you dig kind of prog and funky rock, I think it'll appeal to you. If you like psychedelic rock, this band will appeal to you. So check it out. The Secret of Our Time is the most recent, but they have a new one coming out in just a little bit. But Siena Root is the band, and all of their old albums are really good, even before she joined the band. Really strong albums. I've been listening to these guys since they first burst on the scene. Back, about 20 years ago now. And it's one of those bands that I can't wait for a new album, And sometimes there's little stretches in between. They'll have a burst of activity for a couple of years, release a couple albums, then you won't see anything for a few years. But I'm glad to hear we have one coming out real soon. So, yeah. If you are a fan of Siena Root, let us know what you think in the comments below. If you've never listened to them, go check out this album. This is the one, obviously this is the one female-fronted album in their catalog, and they will be going forward, at least for now. So, interested to hear more from them, but let us know what you think down in the comments below, as well as your pick for day 28 here in the comments down below. And we got 2 more days to go, and that's it. So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Very, very important for us here on Sea of Tranquility to get this video traveling out there in the YouTube space. The more like buttons are hit, that's generally how it works. That's the whole complicated algorithm thing. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Pete Pardo. We'll see you tomorrow with another favorite female-fronted band. We got 2 more left, and we'll see you tonight on the Hudson Valley Squares. Till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Take care. Bye-bye.